Details about that deadly explosion at a facility that rattled a Nebraska community. Right now, the U.S. Chemical Safety Board says you should still keep your distance from the Horizon Biofuels facility in Fremont because it is still unsafe. Remember, the blast happened more than 6 weeks ago, back in late July. Today, an official with the federal agency's investigation board says the terrible tragedy should not have happened. Keep in mind, the facility makes wood pellets. The board says preliminary evidence indicates that it was combustible wood dust explosion, which they describe as a common and completely avoidable hazard. 32-year-old Dylan Danielson and his two young daughters, ages 8 and 12, died. The explosion happened just a couple of minutes before noon. About 10 minutes later, the general manager, who was working from home, called Danielson, who told the GM he was trapped. Also, according to the report, workers reported that the facility operated normally the day before. Witnesses working in nearby businesses reported they tried to get into the building and heard calls for help. When emergency responders arrived, they evacuated everyone from the building and prevented people from approaching because it was just too dangerous.
Now, this reminder on what exactly a dust explosion is. A fire safety expert explained to First Alert 6 that a regular fire requires 3 components. That's oxygen, fuel, and an ignition source. But in a dust explosion, you need 2 more components. That's confinement and dispersion. Pair all of that together, and it can cause a rapid combustion. Experts say a dust explosion can happen with all kinds of products, but especially wood and food like sugar and coffee.
Earlier this year, a nearby business filed a complaint. The reason? They were concerned about the amount of dust from Horizon Biofuels making its way in their cars in the parking lot. Now, these photos were taken by a state official earlier this year. Now, this was before the blast. You can see the dust piling up here on the cars. There was also dust on the machines collecting here near a ditch. Do you see that? And at the time of the inspection, the document shows the plant was shut down due to extreme temps and maintenance issues.
Now, the investigation isn't over yet. The agency is still working to identify what caused the dust to disperse, what the conditions at the facility were like prior to the explosion, and checking to see how, if at all, any of the equipment failed. The results will be shared with OSHA. For a full breakdown of today's report, as well as all of our extensive coverage since the day of the explosion, you can go to our website, firstalert6.com.
What we've been seeing on and off again storm.